handstand to frog or to crow, whatever you want to call it. And of course, frog to handstand, because you don't want to just have it one way, right? One of the most common things in the beginning is you're crashing, you're falling down too hard. When you're coming down, as soon as you bend your elbows, you just come slamming down onto the floor or onto your elbows. And well, that's clearly going to happen in the beginning because you haven't built the strength yet. But don't stop that. Keep coming down into the frog stand, even if you're coming down fast and crashing, because it's still going to help you build strength doing the negatives, and eventually you will slow down. But there are things that you can do to supplement that strength and help you speed the process up a lot faster. So in the beginning, what I was doing was using momentum and coming down into a bent arm straddle press like that, because of course I couldn't just press controlled like this. From the start. So using momentum is fine in the beginning, just don't overdo it. So practice this in a straddle position, fall, use the momentum, and then push into that bent arm handstand. And if you fell like that, it's okay. Just try again. Use a little bit more momentum. Look forward, lean forward. This, kind of like a triangle. And my hands, they're slightly rotated outwards like this. Slightly. They're not perfectly straight. They can be, but in the beginning, particularly, it helps if you spread them slightly outwards like this. So this area between your thumb and your finger are pointing forward. And from there, do the negative back. And when your feet touch the ground, push yourself up. So we're doing like a pike push-up almost, like this. So press. Try, push hard. And then lower as slow as you can. Feet touch the ground. Push. And that's a great exercise. Rather than just having to do pike push-ups like this, which are awesome too. You should definitely do those. You can do something like this. And add pike push-ups in between on the way down. And this is a really great exercise to help you build that bent arm push strength on the way up and on the way down, and help you with your balance. Starting off in the frog position, with your elbows bent, try to think about activating your upper back muscles. We're protracting our shoulders. That means we're pushing our shoulder blades away from the spine. So when I'm in a frog stand, I'm not relaxed up here like this. I mean, I can be, it's fine, but when I start doing bent arm handstand press strength, when you activate your back muscles by protracting your shoulders, you have a lot more support to help you execute the movement. So, relaxed, protracted, relaxed, activated upper back. And my arms are tense. I'm flexing at my triceps all the way down to the clench. I'm clenching my fingers and my palms really hard. So I'm really squeezing and activating all of my muscles through my arm, up into my upper back while it's protracted. So hold this rather than being relaxed. Protract, hold. So you're holding the tension the entire time. And then from there, to even build more control and strength, play with your knees. Start rocking your knees from one side to the other. and then bringing them together. All the while keeping your arms bent, your elbows bent, because remember, we're working on the bent arm strength, not straight arm strength. And then play in the frog stand position and play with your knees. You're moving them both to one elbow at a time. And that's gonna really help you build the strength and control, just holding the frog stand right here. Because you need to be able to hold it right there smoothly. Otherwise, if you can't, that's where you crash at. Eventually you get to the point where you can't control it anymore, and then you just fall and crash. So we want to work within that point. And just play with it. And monkey hops really help with that a lot, because you can use that momentum too. And they're really fun. And you can monkey hop into a handstand. Come down with the negative, and that's also another really fun exercise. And always keep that shoulder protraction in mind when you're coming back down. So whenever you try your negatives, remember we're flexed. We're using all of our strength in our arms all the way up to our upper back. We're coming down. So keeping that shoulder protraction in mind, shoulder blades pushed away from the spine and activating those upper back muscles. Let's try that from the handstand to the frog. So if you noticed on the way down, right before my knees hit my elbows, when I bent, pretty much as soon as I bent my arms, I started aiming for that protraction, that shoulder protraction. I started pushing my shoulder blades away from my spine, like this motion, so that I have more support in my upper back and my shoulders to help me on the way down to control the movement. So practice all of those things and you will get the strength eventually to come down nice and controlled, and you'll no longer be slamming down to your elbows, I promise you. Keep training hard.